Good morning, everyone. I wanted to take a minute and to clarify some things about using our discussion posts and also rating our classmates' discussion posts. So we're going to go and take a look at some first memory discussion posts. And for this, I do want to remind everyone that for any activity, to make sure you take a good look at the rubric. And so for this first memory discussion form, we're going to want to focus on the content, having images, a link, and the subject. And so in here it says that within the content that posts include detailed information about the first memory and description of the technology, as opposed to having information. The key word here in the rubric is being detailed. When writing a post or completing an activity, make sure you read not just the first column here of the rubric, but also look at the other two moderate and insufficient columns. So for this demonstration, I'm just going to use our Alpha Group's post to use an example. John here is doing a great job in class, and his original post had some extra HTML and some other errors in it, which is fine. The purpose of these posts, and for you peer grade rating and for me to rate, is to help edit. I would encourage you to view these discussion forum posts as rough draft areas, a place to collaborate with your classmates, a place to receive feedback and to give suggestions on ways you can improve. So I gave John some suggestions. When I read your activities, I'll first read them as a reader. Did you catch my attention? Did I enjoy reading it? Was I able to read it clearly? Really mostly looking at the content and the flow. Also, I'll read it as an editor. Is there grammatical errors? How does it look, and the nitty-gritty details. And so, from those 2 point of views, I gave John some grammatical feedback. He also received some feedback and suggestions here from Allison. She had some questions she wanted him to clarify. Some comments about what she thought about it. And gave him some positive encouragement. Their conversation continues. John takes the feedback suggestions well and says he'll be more cautious. And which, it's helpful, but not necessary. This is a place to say here. This is where I'm at, and it expresses appreciation here to Allison, and then makes a second post. And so, unfortunately, with our posts, we only have, I can edit them or I can delete them and split them, but you're not able to edit them. You only have 30 minutes to make those edits or changes. And so many of you have emailed me and asked what to do if if you make a mistake and you can't edit. And I said, my response is just, send a new post. This is a conversation. This forum posts are places to collaborate and to interact. So don't worry about your first post being rated by others or inappropriate. You can ask students your classmates to rate the next one, and if there's any rating problems later on with the grading book with that, I'll fix that. I also want to point out how Narda has chosen to mention each of the rubric areas and what her suggestions are, and again, this is what she would give at this time. Now, it's possible that at this time Narda would give these ratings, but later on, if there's some improvements are made by John, that she might change that rating, and so she can go ahead. On this one right here, you can rate just by clicking here, putting a number down. Now, let me do the we can rate here this response by Narda. I gave her a 20 out of 20 there. And ideally, as she did, you could explain, this is why I think that you should get this points. This is why I think you should earn that points. And so, in general, to respond to a few of your emails, if you make a mistake in a post, don't worry, just, explain those later on and repost them. When you do rate your classmates' posts, explain the reasoning behind your rating and give them encouragements on how they could change that. Once the changes are made, you can go ahead and rate something a second time if there's improvement. I'm just demonstrating that it'll allow you to rate something twice. I am able to access these ratings to see, you know, who gave what rating, and it'll change your rating the second time to what you think it should be. So I don't think she deserves a 16. I'm going to give her a 20. And so if you're not able to edit those ratings, let me know, and I can make those changes for you in the background. So I hope this is clear as to suggestions on how to use your classmates and work together as a group to help edit each other's projects, and also how to make use of our rating system and to encourage each other to do better. So I hope this helps.